In an exclusive interview with Media India Group, Jainaba Jagne, the High Commissioner of the Gambia to India, talks of the opportunities that Indian hospitals have in attracting greater number of patients from her country.
Few people that I have had personal experience with the healthcare sector in India. I have a family member, the most precious thing in my life to me at the moment, my mother, who was supposed to have spinal surgery, and this was supposed to have been done in one of the Western countries. But having been here, posted here, and having visited the healthcare facilities that are available in India, you have the medical doctors who are just as competent as the ones in the Western world. You have the facilities that are just as good as the ones in the Western world, and their costs are comparatively less than the ones in the Western world. So I was confident and comfortable enough to have her surgery done over here, and she is recovering very, very well, I must say. So on a personal level, where I have had the most precious thing in my life, having her surgery done here, I'm comfortable enough to recommend that other people come and have their medical treatment done over here in India. Each of the hospitals, the major hospitals here, can start off with setting up diagnostic centers in the Gambia and post-care centers. So this doesn't have to be a big capital intensive venture. It can be perhaps in the form of somebody doing comparative research or something, who's a general practitioner, and they can use telemedicine to do diagnostics with their specialists over here. That way the patient is already familiar with the hospital whilst they're in the Gambia. They have a comfort level of knowing that there's specialists over here who can assist them, and they have direct referrals to the hospital. So they're aware of how long their stay has to be, they're aware of the costs of their stay, and they're also much happier to go back home knowing that they're still in the aftercare of the hospital that has provided the treatment for them over here. It is. At the moment, it's the patients that we have coming to India are government-sponsored patients. We do have a handful of private-paying patients, like I've just mentioned earlier, but most of them are government-sponsored patients. Now, as with the medical sector, you've got the humanitarian aspect of things where the treatment comes first before the costs and the profits that these hospitals have to make. So we'll have to discuss ways of having these costs going down. We try and reduce as many middlemen as possible. These patients, when they're coming here, they do get their insurance taken care of for them in the Gambia. In terms of having somebody mediate in the middle and having other sorts of middlemen take care of any other part of this entire process adds to the already high costs. So we're trying to eliminate that and have direct contacts with the hospitals. At the moment, this is what will work for us to cut down on the cost of patients coming to India. In the future, this is something, as the process is expanded, as we're getting more and more patients coming over here, it is something that we will have to review according to that period in time. But for now, in order to cut down on costs, we're trying to eliminate as many middlemen as possible.